how to measure the value, or what I would call the depth of a relationship. So this is more of a life topic, but obviously going to be of value in your work as well. Because again, you only have so much time in your life and so many relationships you can adequately serve. First of all, how you value a relationship. Again, this is my perspective. It's not by how much you like them. It's not their success or their material possessions or their titles or their accomplishments. It's not any of that. And it is definitely not what they can do for you. Those are not ways to value a relationship in my world. The single thing that is connected to the value of a relationship for me is trust. That is the single thing. That's what will dictate depth. And I think I talk about this in 3 circles. I know I did in my very first book, which I've let go out of print because 3 circles is so much better. But I look at trust as this, trust has to be earned, right? No one's entitled to be trusted. You have to earn it with people, and you can't walk in and say, hey, trust me. That's not going to work, right? As Simon Sinek says, you have to make it impossible for someone not to trust you, right? That's what you have to do. And that is never going to happen by anything you say. It's going to be more about extended action over time. But there are people that you would be fine with it there in the street, but not in your yard. And there are people that could be in your yard, but not in your house. And there's people that could be in the foyer of your house or maybe at the front door, but that's as far as it would go. And then there are people that could be in your house and move freely in it while you're in it. And then there are people that could house sit for you for 2 weeks, and you would be fine. I understand how elementary that example is, but I think it's a pretty adequate example of layers of trust. And in my case, I have to deal with the caveat is I am ridiculously honest. And I trust everybody. Everybody gets at least one shot at me. Some people get more than one, because I'm thick-headed about it sometimes, or I just see the good in people. So I get taken advantage of. I'm okay with that because I believe in erring in life on the side of overserving and underserving, because we're all going to err. We're never going to be perfect, so you pick your side. I'm going to err on the side of overserving. I'm just going to do it. I've gotten better. I've learned, which obviously, no matter how intelligent you are, you're going to learn in time. But it's taken me a long, long time to get to where I can really see the signs fast. But here are some things about how I do it as a general rule, to get a handle on who I know I can trust. So first, and it's a big one, and these aren't necessarily in any order, but do they do what they say they will do? Because in my opinion, when you say you will do something, that's not a promise. That's not an idea. That is a commitment. That's how I look at it. Your word is your bond. If it is not, well, how can I trust anything else? Right? How can I, if you will do what you say you will do when it's convenient, well, that's not going to be very valuable. When you feel like it, oh, that's not going to be very valuable, right? And so that's the first thing I look at. Do you do what you say you would do? I'm not talking about the end result. I'm talking about actions and things, right? I'm talking about follow through with what you say. Next is gossip. If someone gossips, I mean, they're out of my world quickly because, I can't trust anything. I can't trust anything around them. And so if I happen to love that person, they're just an awesome human otherwise, but they gossip, then I just know I can never trust them with anything sensitive. Right? So I'll manage the level of trust. Authenticity and congruence. Authenticity is a superpower. It's like one of the first things I look for in a human being. How authentic are they? Are they going to be themselves? And are they congruent? Are they congruent with what they express they believe in? Don't tell me you believe in something, but your actions are this other thing over here, because that's incongruent, which means that if I can't trust you to be trustworthy with yourself, I certainly can't trust you with me, right? Or people I love, or my time and energy. Are they respectful of others? That's a massive one for me, right? Don't sit at a table with me and berate the server and then be nice to me. I'm sorry, that's not going to work for me. That's just, to me, you're the real person's the one berating the server, not the person being nice to me, right? That's how I'm going to see it. This may be in a true relationship, this may be the most important one to me. Do they show up in tough times? Because to me, that's how you can really tell the measure of relationship. Who shows up for you when you're going through hard stuff? Now, they got to know you're going through it to show up. Right? So you can't hold someone accountable if they don't know. But if someone does not show up for you when things are hard, you are seeing the truth. And it's important to know that. Are they open-minded? Big one for me. Do they listen? Big one for me. And then here's the last one in this little list. There's others, but these are primary. Are they genuinely happy for you when something good happens for you? So that's my measuring sticks. My wife will tell you, once someone shows me who they are, I tend to believe them. Right? Now, granted, I'm coming from this kind of honest naivety of, I think you're going to be a good person and trustworthy. That's the perspective I'm taking. But once you show me otherwise, and that's so I have to have a category to understand that.